So this week's episode, me and Tom get into the nitty gritty of the proposed tax changes for October's budget this year. We get pretty meaty with it, VAT. I get quite angry at moments, so please check it out. Let us know what you think.
Cool.
So, British Business with Matt Holland and Tom McElvenny, our co-host.
Co-host in the corner.
And ChatGPT, who's invisible, sat here.
Yeah.
How you getting on?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right, feeling all right.
We've had a few good episodes last couple of weeks. It's been good, hasn't it?
Yeah, on a roll. Yeah. Interesting episodes, really.
Yeah, I think the one with Paul from Age Cloud, really liked him as a guest. Great story. And then those two on AI were pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Especially the one about like the like how you can use it in your business, but then the one about like the philosophical kind of like what the future looks like.
Yeah.
I think people should be aware of that.
No, yeah, I completely agree. I think they should be aware of it and understand how it may impact everyone's lives.
Yeah.
In the future, because it certainly is going to, isn't it? Ultimately,
it's like an atomic bomb going off in business and entrepreneurship. It's like it's going to revolutionise it. But anyway, so in the short term, we're getting taxed to death.
What do you mean in the short term?
Well, until the AI apocalypse happens, where we all lose our jobs.
Yeah.
So between then and now, we're going to get taxed.
Yeah.
To SHIT, and this episode is about us roasting the budget.
Right. Okay.
So I just thought we'd do an episode basically on. We're filming this in July. There's been quite a lot of speculation about the autumn budget.
Yeah.
And by the time this episode comes out, I suspect it'll be coming out maybe end of August, early September, and it will be 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks away from the autumn budget happening. And there's been a lot of speculation about what it may contain. The economy, the last 2 months, has decreased in size by 0.1%.
Yeah. So
the economy is in decline.
Yeah.
By a marginal amount, but it's a very important economic indicator in terms of like how things are going. And it's not going to have a positive impact on people's lives. Yeah. So really the role of the Chancellor of the Exchequer, the lady that carries the red suitcase, not suitcase, the red case, the budget box, whatever it's called. She's got a very important role to play.
Extremely important.
And like she's been in the news a little bit. She was in the House of Commons at Prime Minister's questions crying.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
And that was really sad to see because like obviously you never wish ill fate or kind of suffering on someone, and she's adamant it was a personal thing. I don't know whether the pressure was getting to her or whatever was going on, but that's her personal life. But in terms of her job and how she's performing, like she's in a performance job really. She has to perform, like, and there's so many lives and people's opportunities at stake, because if she makes the wrong fiscal decisions, it's a direct impact on people's lives.
It will do. Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. So what I thought we'd do, we're going to do the British Business Fact of the Week.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we're going to discuss the tax changes that she's already implemented to encourage growth into the economy. Why are you laughing, Tom?
It's not worked, has it? Clearly, the economy's shrunk.
So things she's already done that were designed to stimulate the economy.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hint a tone of sarcasm in my voice? Oh God. So anyway, British Business Facts of the Week according to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I do start to fact check these things just for a disclaimer to my viewers.
Yeah.
What I do is when they chuck out the fact, I then do a bit of a Google. I do some checking. So they're always based around the reality. They're not. I know that it's not just fake news.
Yeah.
So UK tax take is forecast to reach 37.7% of GDP.
Right.
37.7%, so of gross domestic product, which is a metric that you use to measure the size of a country's economy, its output. 37.7% of it is forecast by 2028 to 2029 to be tax.
What do you think about that?
The highest level since World War II.
Really?
Yeah, so higher than the 1970s. So the effective tax on the UK economy. So ChatGPT says, why does that matter? You can't talk about growth while punishing the people trying to build something.
Yeah, correct.
So, as I said before, my little rant, like, we need to stimulate the economy. What things do we do to encourage growth? And I'm not an economist, so, and I'm going to share my opinions, but well, the facts, the basis upon what's happening at the moment is the economy is decreasing in size.
Yeah.
And it has in the last 2 months. And we're coming up to 12 months of her first budget.
Yeah.
Which was October of last year, and then the implications hit in April. I mean, we're all paying more on national insurance and things like that.
Yeah.
Which takes money out of working people's pockets, in my opinion.
It will do.
Puts it directly into the government's pockets. And my opinion is that money spent by the government is less efficient and less impactful than private money being spent. Someone call me out on it in the comments. We need some lefties. We need some lefties in the comments to challenge us on that. I think the government should be spending money on certain things, like investing in giving AI startups a bit of a leg up and things like that, and technology. And I think that's where sometimes private wealth doesn't do the right thing and back certain projects.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things it shouldn't be meddling in. So, I'm skeptical. I mean, it doesn't feel efficient at the moment.
No.
Like, I was reading another statistic about the number of public servants has increased by double-digit percentages in the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And why? Surely with technology, that should be decreasing because jobs should be becoming more efficient.
Yeah. Well, what's happened in private industry? You know, obviously, as companies grow, yes, they may require more employment, but generally, they're just being more efficient, aren't they? They're doing more with less.
Yeah, more with less. And why can't the government do more with less?
And why? Yeah, exactly.
When everyone else is.
Yeah.
So we're expected to pay more taxes and do more with less.
Yeah.
What about the government? Whereas they want to spend more, they want to increase your council tax, they want to increase your parish council tax, they want to increase your personal tax. I mean, neither of our kids are in private education. If you are able to put your children into private education, well done. Means you've worked really hard.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with
Congratulations. Why should that person be penalised for giving their children a great opportunity in life?
Yeah, exactly.
Like investing in the next generation's future.
Yeah.
Like, and then you're going to charge them 20% on the fees.
On
like,
top, yeah.
Well, it's a class war, basically. That's what that is.
Yeah,
That's an aggressive move to tax wealthy people more.
Yeah, people deem that are wealthy. Yeah, because they send their children to a
but actually,
paid for school.
When you speak to people that have got kids in private schools, they may have had a bad experience themselves through secondary education or primary education in the state sector. I'm definitely in that category whereby I'm dyslexic and I'm definitely not a normal learner, if that makes sense, or normal by the state standards. So if I could give my children the best opportunity where they've got more resources around them to learn and grow as humans, well, I might choose to pay and put them in private schools, but why should I be penalised for doing that?
Yeah.
When economically the government will benefit because those people, in theory, could be more effective.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it. Anyway.
And they're not depending on the state schools, taking up more resource there. You know, more teachers required.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, let's read down her rap sheet.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
So Rachel Reeves confirmed tax changes which have already happened. So employers' national insurance. This is all things to stimulate the UK economy
that have already occurred.
It's already happened. Yeah. So she has employed national insurance, NIC, increased to 15%. It was raised in April 2025, adding cost to every hire. So it went from 13.8 to 15%.
Yeah.
Direct cost to UK employers.
Yeah, for employing people.
For employing people. Yeah. So you're penalising businesses and organisations for giving people jobs.
Yeah, yeah. Backwards, isn't it?
On top of that, the employer's national insurance threshold was cut from I think it was 10,000 down to 5,000, which basically means businesses start paying national insurance. So smaller businesses start paying national insurance sooner.
Right, yeah.
So for us, we were already above the threshold, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you're a small enterprise, you now have to start paying that.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like, yeah. Unbelievable. VAT added to private school fees. We've touched on that, and the impacts of that. There's been a number of reports that have said that basically now there's an influx of people that were in private education because there's a number of parents that have done what I've just said.
Yeah.
Like they've struggled themselves. They want to give the child the best opportunity, and they can only just afford it. So it's pushed them into the bracket where, right, this isn't sustainable anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to put my kids into the state school. There's no places for them in some areas.
No. And there's no money for more teachers.
No money so you're gonna have to hire more teachers.
Yeah.
So you're basically taking teachers that are employed by private schools, pivot them into state. It costs the taxpayer more money.
Yeah. So net impact on that costs them more money in the long run, won't it? Than allowing
It's worse for the government.
Yeah.
I don't understand. And they're saying, so they've generated 1.8, or it's projected to generate 1.8 billion pounds.
Right.
I think over the next few years, and it's like, but what's the cost?
Yeah.
And the cost was speculative, but now the early indicators, do they roll it back? They've rolled back on other decisions.
They have done, yeah.
This is the real one that pisses me off.
Go on.
VAT threshold frozen at 85k until 2026.
Yeah, well.
So if you're a small business, a window cleaner, a gardener, whatever you might be, and you're thinking of going, you're bringing in, your business is bringing in gross revenue before your costs, 65, 75k, and you might be, your costs of your business, so your machinery, your equipment, software, your van, that might be 10, 15k. So you might be netting maybe 40 grand a year or something, taking home some income, then you got to pay fucking tax on it and all the rest of it. But you're thinking, do you know what? I might take on an employee. I might employ someone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to be entrepreneurial. I'm going to, smash it out of the park. And you go, well, if I take 10 grand more, I'm going to have to start paying VAT.
Yeah.
Right? That's 20% on top of what I'm doing. So that means I'm going to have to put my prices up by 20%. Oh, well, I'm not going to be able to compete with other people in the market. So now I'm just going to stay where I am.
Yeah.
So it literally de-incentivises people. I would quite frankly, we are where we are with VAT, it exists.
Yeah.
Just get rid of the fucking threshold.
Yeah.
Get rid of it and then put all businesses on an even peg, and then they all have to compete. So you don't have this situation where people that have just crept over it have to pay the VAT, but they're having to compete against slightly smaller businesses that can be 20% cheaper.
Yeah.
So that's one option. The other option, which would be as logical, is just get rid of it.
Yeah.
So you get rid of it. The other option is to increase the threshold and go, we're going to increase it to £500,000, 250k.
Yeah.
But then what will happen is, I reckon the average size of a small business will increase.
Yeah.
Because they won't be hitting the threshold as early.
No, they'll be able to grow then and still remain competitive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they can employ a couple of people and grow it. And I think that is a massive thing that stifles economic growth in this country and businesses. The fact that you've got to pay VAT on that level of turnover and income, it just, what?
Yeah. Sickening.
I mean, Morgan, are you VAT registered yet?
Not yet, very soon.
Not yet, very soon. So and you get this situation where you're just under it, and then you've got to shoot past it, and you've got to basically get to like 120k to make it. So you've got to explode into it. And it just seems stupid.
It does.
So I
no
don't like
incentive.
that. And the fact that it's been frozen annoys me. And the Conservatives, just to be clear, I don't like the Conservatives either, because there was a couple of, someone messaged me and I was like, I don't care whether it's red or blue.
Yeah.
They've both been an absolute shit show.
Yeah.
And they've done nothing for entrepreneurship, in my opinion. I'm pro-tax as well. I think we should be taxed. But I just think, like, these things, their job is to stimulate the economy. Yeah, I don't like it. Fucking, I'm annoyed. But they've not done anything. The Conservatives, what did they do? Like, they haven't done anything about VAT, and it's because these are political issues which people are scared of addressing.
Yeah, because they're big moves, aren't they? And there's big opinions on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're in a situation where if you get rid of the threshold, massive controversy. All these businesses have to start paying the percentage. People kick off.
Yeah.
And tax receipts will go up in the short term. But then I think they'll go up exponentially because all these businesses will grow and do more turnover. Or you increase the threshold, double it or something like that. So I just, I don't like it. Don't like it. Capital gains tax hikes. It's gone from 10% to 14% in April.
Yeah.
And from 2026, it's already confirmed it goes from 14 to 18%.
Right. Yeah.
So it's an 8% increase over 2 years.
Yeah.
Inheritance tax thresholds frozen until 2030.
That's
So
shocking,
because
really, isn't it?
because house prices in this country are just ridiculously high, because it's either input or output. We're either not building enough houses or there's too many people in the country. I don't know what the answer is, but it's one of the two. And because of that, house prices have been driven up all the time.
Yeah.
So more and more people are falling into the inheritance tax thresholds.
Yeah, they will be.
Which I'm just like,
it's like, yeah.
This is money as well. This is money and wealth that people have created through hard work.
Yeah. And they've paid tax on.
And they've already paid tax on it.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go and take 40% of the estate away.
Yeah. It's an
vicious.
Awful tax. It's an awful
vicious.
tax, really.
People are dealing with bereavement, and then HMRC come and knock on the door and go,
yeah.
Well, they don't say, I'm sorry for your loss. They go, You owe us this amount of money, give it to me now. And we're gonna
charge interest.
We're gonna charge you interest, and we're gonna hold the assets.
Yeah, they will.
So you can't do anything with it. It's
terrible. That's one tax I'm sure that does not sit well with many, many people.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting. Shares lose full inheritance tax exemption. So,
as in business asset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's just stupid.
Yeah. So you've got a family business that's been on the high street for 80 years.
Yeah.
They own a commercial property within the limited company because it's just been handed on from generation to generation. That property, because of the inflation of property prices, is worth £1 million, say. Yeah. But they trade out of it, and it's owner occupied, and the business is turning £400,000 a year.
Yeah.
Well, that business cannot exist.
Nope.
Without that property.
Nope.
So what happens is that £400,000 or £500,000 revenue business, it's making, I don't know, 50, 100 grand a year, maybe 15% net profit or whatever it might be. Make the numbers bigger. Say it's doing £1 million in revenue and its net profit's 200k a year. Well, it's going to struggle to get a mortgage for that £1 million property.
It will.
Or if it does, it's going to create a cash flow problem for the next generation.
Yeah.
So then the business goes bust. Job losses.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't make any sense.
No, it's a backwards tax. That I know I've seen a lot of noise on LinkedIn about that. There's a group, is it the Family Business Association or something like that, where there's a lot of high profile family businesses that have grown to a substantial size that will be severely affected by.
And these aren't big bad corporates. These are organisations, family businesses, which are community driven.
Yeah.
They provide employment for generations of other families.
Yeah.
So round two.
So
rumoured measures coming in. Basically, this is things where there's been speculation in the press, which are often fed intentionally by governments to gauge public response.
Yeah,
to
they're seeded
ideas.
in.
Yeah, they're seeded in. So you had a lot of that around inheritance tax during the previous budget, and they were like, "Oh no, we can't confirm or deny, until it becomes like, oh, it's probably going to happen.
Yeah,
and it's like a soft launch.
Yeah,
so there's not this big like hard outcry on the day it happens. So basically, scrapping the dividend allowance is in there.
Right, okay.
So that's been mentioned quite a few times. Labour won't comment on it. The government won't comment on it. And basically, that's our last £500 dividend free.
It was 5,000 originally.
Yeah.
Way back when.
Yeah. Not way back when. It was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Conservatives have fucked us on that. And now Labour are coming to just take it off, scrap it. So yeah thanks for that. Stimulate growth. Yeah, it's great. I mean, this money, I don't get me wrong, I want to pay tax to pay for the NHS and the rest of it, but it's like, give us a break. Like, we're running businesses.
There needs to be some incentive.
We don't get any sick pay.
No.
Like, we take all the risk.
Yeah.
We create jobs, create employment, and then what is the benefit of it?
Get paid last.
You get paid last. You get all the stress.
Yeah.
If you're expected to not work for minimum wage.
Yeah.
There are people that I'm talking to now who are not drawing out of their business, who are basically working 60-hour weeks to keep their business going, and they're not drawing money out because they're trying to give it a go. Where's their human rights?
Yeah.
Where's their minimum wage?
Yeah.
Oh, but you've got to pay your VAT.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Raising corporation tax beyond above 25% for top profit firms. So basically another threshold on top. So if you're doing over X million quid
Right.
in net profit,
Yeah.
charge a couple more percent. And I'm just like, these are the companies that
Yeah.
employ lots of people.
They'll just leave. They'll go somewhere else.
They'll go somewhere else, or they'll be like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
So, or they'll be bought out because they're not profitable enough, because it'll only be them profitable to be a very, very big company.
Yeah.
Capital gains threshold increases or further hikes, so pushing the threshold up, so that
They're trying to argue it should be in line with income tax bands.
Yeah, basically.
But then, again, where's the incentive for people?
Yeah. So capital gains threshold freezes or further hikes. So basically,
They'll freeze it. I bet they freeze it.
Trapping it in. ISA and pension relief cuts for higher earners. So if you're earning over a certain amount in relation to your personal tax thresholds, you'll then lose the ability to pay into your ISAs.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
At the same rate as someone on lower income.
Yeah. Right. Again, why is that fair?
Well done for working really hard, Tom. What we're going to do is you paid all this tax, and then you can't save money.
Yeah. We're going to lower your threshold for your ISA allowance.
Tighter inheritance tax rules on farmland and trusts. There's no way they're going to be able to do that on trusts, because there's so much private wealth tied up in trusts, and it's just an absolute mess. They won't touch that, and I'm not going to go into that because it's so complicated. Further VAT threshold freezer reduction. I've already said what I think about that. VAT, this pisses me off.
Go on.
VAT extended to digital nursery and care services.
So it makes childcare more expensive.
If you have your children in private care or private care services for the elderly, and you're paying fees, they're going to charge VAT on it.
Like they do with private schools now.
Exactly.
And what happens there?
Puts more of a burden on the NHS and non-private services, which you can't use anyway, because if you've got a penny to your name, they make you sell your assets, so you can access the services anyway. So it's just
And on the childcare front, childcare is so expensive anyway, and you're going to make it 20% dearer.
So
some people for a house, it might not be worth the partner or one of them going back to work, because it is that expensive to spend the child.
Rachel, why does people need childcare? Because they
Go
are
to work.
working.
Yeah, to earn money to pay tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
It's
shocking,
not like
isn't it?
I've got millions of pounds, I'm chucking my kids in nursery, I'm sit around doing fuck all.
Yeah.
All these people are working, paying into the system.
Yeah.
Disgrace. Not happy. Wealth tax on, and this is all speculation, but these are some of these are going to become a thing.
Something will happen.
We'll come back to this episode and we'll run through it and make sure we identify some of the things that did become a thing. So wealth tax on assets or property.
Right.
So if you have a limited company or a private individual and you've got assets over a certain threshold, they're talking about maybe adding a 1 or 2% annual tax on that. So basically, you as an individual with your net assets, you'll have to probably submit some kind of accounts, and then they'll go, right, well, it's valued at this.
Who values it? How do you value it for a start? And on the other hand, you pay tax.
Well, if it's on a balance sheet of a limited company, it's always net realisable value.
Yeah.
So if you've got a balance sheet of 500k on your company balance sheet, or 500k of personal assets in property or whatever it might be, they're going to slap a 1% tax on that.
Yeah.
It's just an extra $5,000 a year you've got to find.
Yeah. Joke.
Crypto and gig economy tax tightening, basically just going after people that have kind of somehow skipped the system. And basically, it's about trying to trap people that have made money in crypto and all the rest of it. EV or fuel duty increases. Well, they've already said that. So the exclusion zone in and around London is now no longer a what's the word? It's no longer
clean air zone.
It's not a clean air zone. It's to do with it's just a tax basically.
So if you're driving a car in the centre,
they've changed it to congestion charges now. So it's just like London's busy, so we're now charging you to drive your electric vehicle, which everyone has bought, so you can go into London.
Yeah. Well, you were originally incentivised to buy an electric vehicle or lease an electric vehicle, and obviously now there's change in benefit in kind tax rates and everything else, isn't there?
Another idea, because there's a lot of county councils, local councils struggling to balance their books. So the idea is they're going to be looking to increase business rates look at more frequent re-evaluations or uplifts on
Right.
small businesses. That was in the Times, an article on that. Some speculation comments made by Leah. And this is all speculation, but this is what could be coming.
Yeah.
This is what we're facing. And the thing that annoys me about that is that at the same time, I saw an article last week about, I think it was, I don't know this. I think it was Kent County Council.
Right.
They've gone to a 4-day working week. Everyone in the council.
Yeah.
And they've
5 days pay though.
5 days pay.
Of course. Yeah.
So they're saying there's no drop in productivity during the trial. They've done the trial and now they're rolling it out. So all our staff can go from 5 days to 4 days, and we're going to keep our pay the same.
I'm moving to Kent. I'm going to go.
Well, no, you'll
work
be paying
for the council.
for it. Oh,
no,
work
I'm going
for
to
the
the
council.
council. Yeah. I'm not bothering. I'm going to do that now.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's plenty others.
Yeah. Just keep going.
I could carry on. There's loads of speculation, loads of shit. So
yeah.
Do you all feel motivated to grow your businesses and pay into the system?
Because
I don't.
No, it's a shambles, isn't it? Has it ever been this bad though? I mean,
well, the 1970s and 60s, there was higher tax thresholds in certain things, but the difference was there was a lot of, and like people, if you don't agree or you've got a different opinion, comment, fact check me, give me some shit because I'd like to. We'll get you on the podcast. We'll debate it.
Yeah,
we'll get the facts and we'll discuss it because socialism doesn't work.
No,
unless AI replaces us all, which we talked about in the last episode. But yeah.
It is. It's quite daunting, really, isn't it? Like it's very uneasy.
How would you set up a business from scratch now?
It'd be extremely difficult to do. Sorry, go on. Yeah, and what is the incentive when Kent are offering 4 days a week for full pay? You know,
and
what's the pension in the?
Oh yeah, probably
huge,
great.
isn't it?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm not happy. Oh dear. Well, ChatGPT question.
Has it got any solutions as opposed to question?
What I did was I asked it for what is current, what is proposed.
Right. Yeah.
And there will be some measures that they're bringing in to attempt to stimulate the economy as well, which will be spending money that we don't fucking have.
Yeah.
So they're like, right, okay. So these are our tax things. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spend a load of money.
Yeah.
On some random shit. We're going to build a bridge to nowhere. Did you see that on the Oh my God.
Well,
there's some bridge in, I think, Leicestershire or somewhere in the Midlands where they've built this bridge on a motorway and then they're not going to use it.
Right,
The wastage
in
local and central government is just ridiculous.
Yeah, shocking.
So they want to tax us more, and then their idea of stimulating the economy is spending it.
No.
Spending money they don't have as well.
Yeah.
So like defence spend increases, all this stuff like that. And I think we need security. We need to spend on stuff like that. We need to spend on the NHS. But then when it comes to the welfare state, I was actually really impressed with her and Starmer about the proposed welfare bill. I thought, you know what? Thank fuck for that. They're trying to balance the books a little bit. Caved to internal pressure within their own party.
Right, yeah.
Chopped it down and basically put through a watered down version that'll save them X billion a year, where what they first proposed was way stronger and way better.
Right.
But that's the problem with this country, party politics.
Yeah.
The politicians want to basically be re-elected.
Yeah.
And that's what they care about because they want their cushy £110,000 a year job or whatever it is. And they want their pension contributions and they want all this. People are selfish.
Yeah. They're looking after themselves.
And actually, the people that are working for us now as MPs, working for society, they're not the best people. We should be getting, in my opinion, again, is we want to attract the best talent possibly for those jobs.
Yeah.
The most exceptional people. Well, why would you do that for 100 grand a year?
Yeah. That's a good point.
All the shit you get.
Yeah.
As an MP. I would not do it. No chance.
Yeah, in the private sector, you'd be offering big packages for the best talent, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think they should be very well paid, and I think there should be some prestige with that type of job.
Yeah.
And I think they should be respected a little bit more. But instead what happens is they're not paid very well. They are paid well in relation to a lot of people, obviously.
Yeah.
But they're an MP. They're representing 100,000 people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's going to have to be a well-paid job.
Yeah.
Get rid of all the police and crime commissioners and all
Yeah.
these stupid job roles that we've got in local councils and pay the MPs more. Get higher quality people in. The most intelligent, bright children in school are not going, I want to be an MP.
Good point.
So we're ending up with average people.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel from accounts.
Rachel from accounts.
Oh, God. Right, well, that's my little rant over.
Yeah,
so ChatGPT's question, which of these taxes would you scrap first? And what would you fund instead to help businesses actually grow? For me, it would be, I'd do one of the two VAT things. I'd scrap VAT or I'd increase the threshold quite a bit. That'd be a very good way of stimulating the economy, I think.
Yes.
Helping small businesses grow. What about you?
Yeah, I think that's where the main growth would be. That Class 2 national insurance that everyone was hit with, I'd definitely look to reverse that and drop it even lower from where it was at 13.8, because that's just a tax on employing people. And all that's done to companies is made them look at the employment costs and go, all right, we need to do the same level of business or more business, just with the same level of resource right now. And no one, well, like I say, no one's generalisation in it, but recruitment on pause in a lot of companies because they're thinking, hold on a minute.
Yeah, sceptical.
Costs involved with this.
They're waiting for AI to kick in and replace people.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have massive unemployment.
Yeah.
My final thing I would say, just to finish off, conscious of time because we've been ranting for a while, is that, and if you're listening this far, thank you. That's been a bit of a painful rant. I wouldn't, if I was in charge, what I would do is I wouldn't change any taxes. I'd go for stability.
Yeah.
What I would focus on is cutting wastage.
Yeah, that's the first place to look. There'd be a load of waste.
Much shit.
Yeah.
If that'd be the first thing I'd do is I'd go through everything. I'd look under every stone.
Yeah.
Local and central government. Yeah. I'd make swathes of public servants redundant.
Yeah.
They can go and get a job in the real world. Like we've just got people doing stupid things.
Yeah.
I'd fund the shit out of the NHS. I'd give that a lot more money, and I don't know what the solution is to that in terms of like getting the waiting list down and stuff. But I think they've got to pour more money into it. I'd just cut wastage.
Yeah.
But I'd also look at the NHS and look at certain things there as well, making sure that they're not wasting money unnecessarily.
Yeah, make sure it's efficient.
Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, because there's like the whole like bank staff where they can't fill shifts, so they're having to use these third-party companies to come in. And like when Tilly was in Alder Hey Hospital in Liverpool, the nurse was telling me that we don't have enough staff to cover the shifts because we can't attract people because the wages are low. But then when they built the hospital, they put a £3 million automatic bin system in,
right?
Which never worked.
Never worked anyway. Yeah.
So that's the mic drop moment.
Yeah.
£3 million at Alder Hey Hospital on bins or something.
Yeah.
Now I've heard that third hand from a nurse who's probably pissed off with them, but I don't know. I haven't checked that, but it's that type of shit that pisses me off. So anyway, we'll see you in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Enjoy. Thank you.